Okay, what I'm going to show you how to do now is to add your own textures from Google or anywhere you can find. You can even take your own photos of timber and put them into SketchUp and use them as a texture. It's quite easy. I'm just going to make sure that I'm drawing on here and getting those the timber stripes in to show you what I mean. Now remember, you've got to double click on each component every time you want to edit it. Okay, I'm going to draw these vertical lines in. I'm just going to split this wave in two here. If you're having trouble, like if you're there and it doesn't want to stay straight, then you're best off zooming in a little bit. And then that will be there. Okay, so we've got two, say we just laminated two pieces of timber together. If you've laminated a few more, then you can draw that detail in. Okay, now you can use the standard SketchUp paint colours, but it's limited. Alright, and for something like what we're doing in Year 11 and 12, for senior classes, especially in your HSC year, you're going to want to get exactly the timber you're using. So basically to do that, what we need to do is find a texture. So if I come into Google here, I've done a search for Jarrah, so I can find a whole bunch of different Jarrah images. Okay, now so I say, for example, that's a nice picture of Jarrah. You want to get it at higher resolution. That one says it's 731. You can click on that picture as well. It's going to take me to Z-Scaler. I don't want to do that. I'll go back to here. So if I get that picture, find a nice high resolution image. We'll use that one for argument's sake just for this video. But you can see all the different textures, different colours for that piece of timber. Alright. This one might look a bit better. We'll use this one. So if I just save that image, okay, right click save. You want to save it as Jarrah 2, whatever you want to call it, just something you're going to remember. Save it to your desktop and it will download. Go back into SketchUp and in the paint bucket tool here, so if you're wondering how I got it, I just press paint bucket or paint bucket up here. You do this little drop down menu here and go to my textures. I've already put some other textures of my own in here, but to add that picture I just took, I can go new texture. So click on where it says color and go new texture. You simply just navigate to where you've saved that image. In this example, jarrah2.jpg, open, and then you'll come up with a box here that defines how big that is, so the scale of that image. If I go back to that image here, I'm going to suggest that this is about 140, 150 wide by about 300 long. Now if I just go back to SketchUp here and type in the width being, sorry, the height, because the height is from top to bottom and that's what the image is. So the height is actually this measurement in this picture and this would be the width. So the height I'm going to say is about 150 mil. 150 millimeters. Okay, if I click on here, it will keep that constrained. If I click the chain here, it will keep that unconstrained. You want to make sure that that chain is clicked so it keeps the measurements constrained. And press OK. And then you'll see that texture's come up here. Now, with that texture, if I then paint it onto this here, it's going to come up horizontally as in it was. That's how it was to start with. So what's a good idea is to actually, when we go back to this photo, is to make the photo run vertically. And you can see I've done that here. I've done this before, or done this, prepared this earlier I guess. I've done a texture, I've gone into Keynote. Okay, if I go into Keynote here for you, that there I've just flipped, so you press Command, I've just pasted the image in there. Depending on which way you want your image to run, okay, you can adjust it so it's vertical and take a screenshot of that. So you can make that bigger and take a screenshot of exactly how you want that in your textures. I've taken a screenshot of that and then I'm going to import that again. So I'll repeat this process. New texture. That screenshot I've just taken, was that one, I'm sure, yeah. And that's running the way I want it to run on that door. So open it. Again, put your, obviously the height now is this longer height. Okay, I'm going to put that height in as being the size of my door, 750. Click on there, it will constrain it. Go okay. So now, once I get rid of that, I'm going to put this colour in. It's going to come up as one whole long piece, which is a lot better. Okay, so when you're doing your own textures and putting them in SketchUp, it's really important that you spend the time. I've just done this for an example, but you spend the time really getting the actual colour of the timber you've used, getting the right picture, and doing a fair bit of searching on here until you get the right picture. And again, it may be worth actually getting your phone or a camera and taking a photo of your actual job and using that actual photo as a texture in SketchUp. That's about as accurate as you can get. Okay.